It's time now for the PHL 11 o'clock news on this Monday night, June 29th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. 11 o'clock news at 9. 0 to 9, top story 11 o'clock here on this late Monday night. Here is in Brussels, where seeking to calm a whirlwind of uncertainty that has battered global markets open and deep fissures in European unity and threatened to push Greece out of the Eurozone. European leaders insisted on Monday the deal was still possible. Quick success on the terrorist acts as officials worried as the scenes were horrific as vacationers were snapped from their naps of the sudden gunfire. The screams that injured Washington. The United States Supreme Court on Monday agreed to well temporary parts of the strict new Texas bush law that critics say is aimed at shutting down clinics that offer the procedure. The Supreme Court decision on Monday given a green light to execution drug triggered a renewed attempt in California to create a single drug method of lethal injections for inmates on America's largest death row. Mexico City, a television company controlled by Mexican billionaire Klaus Slim, has canceled a project with a real estate developer and TV personality Donald Trump after his comments insulted Mexicans. Slim's spokesman said on Monday. Puerto Rico's Governor Alejandro Garcia Padilla told his island citizens in a televised speech on Monday that it is time to confront the Commonwealth's fiscal problems for all, including bondholders, and to make safeguards the risk of losing control. In Cairo, a powerful bomb killed Egypt's top prosecutor as he drove to work Monday morning, brought in the violent insurgency against the government's militants have been waging for 2 years. Minority television journalists are expected to arrive in New Zealand from Israel tomorrow after the activist ships they were on board were detained by the Israeli Navy. The Islamic State of Iraq and Syria first formed during the Iraq War as a fledgling terrorist group aligned with Al-Qaeda has been since strike out into control of vast swaths of territory straddling Iraq and Syria. Louisville, Kentucky defined the Supreme Court and Governor Steve Beshear's orders clerks in at least 5 Kentucky counties out refused to issue marriage classes to any couples who have avoided having to grant them to gay and lesbian partners. The Supreme Court dealt in a major blow on Monday to the Obama administration's effort to keep toxic mercury out of the nation's air and waterways. The Obama administration plans to raise the wage of millions of workers who work more than 40 hours a week by requiring employers to pay overtime. The euro raced in its big loss against it all in 3 months on speculation any effects of the Greek financial standoff will be contained. Cisco Corporation abandoned its planned acquisition of rival U.S. Foods Incorporated following a federal judge ruled against the deal, forcing the food distribution giant to find a new strategy for its future that is likely to include some small acquisitions. A wave of financial turbulence over the states could delay the Federal Reserve plans to raise short-term interest rates in the months ahead, but it only ends up knocking the U.S. After failing their efforts to overhaul rent laws in Albany, New York City, and tenants and more than 1 million rent-regulated apartments get some good news: a 1-year holiday from rent increases. Using Peter Chill News Time, level 3, here on this late Monday night, June 29th, and it is time now for a travel report here in this late Monday night here. And it shows 95 on the southbound side. It's off from Route 1 and turn to Mechanic Street. 295, got an accident on Route 44 in Smithfield, so expect some delays around in that area here. Route 20 on the southbound side, also around Union Street. 120 on the southbound side, also around Highland Street in Needham. Mass back to the eastbound side, it is slow from Osborne Tolls to the Pruitt Tunnel on the eastbound side, westbound side, slow after the Pruitt Tunnel there. 128 on the northbound side, also from Route 3 in Burlington to Route 38 in Woburn here. Mass back to the eastbound side, slow before Route 95 in Weston here. 195 on the northbound side, slow from Route 3 and Lowell to Route 38 in Burlington. That Route 3 and took to get an accident 195 after Route 3, so expect some delays around that area here. Route 3 on the southbound side, also between Chelmsford and Lowell. Route 3 on the northbound side, also in Tingsburg before the New Hampshire border. Spotted turnback on the northbound side, also in Newington, but otherwise, all the highways in New England are looking good here on this late Monday night here, and 146 on the northbound side, so between the Mass Pike and Auburn to Route 29 Worcester here. Take a look at New England alerts here at a level of, nope. Okay, let's take a look at MBTA alerts here. Got meter subways looking good on the Greer Rail. Freeway on West Line train 5:41, 9:25 p.m. from substation delay 25-30 minutes today due to mechanical problem here. And the ferries are looking good. Here, challenge news time, 11:05 p.m. on this late Monday night here, and it is time now for a weather report. Currently, they should do not Massachusetts at 11:06 p.m. 66 degrees with first gas humidity 81%. Wind speed south about 5 miles per hour, 2093 inches, to about 60 degrees, and visibility of 10 miles an hour here. Alright, other temperatures around the region here, it is 67 in Fitchburg, 65 in Bedford and Gloucester, 64 in Beverly, 67 in Boston, 68 in Lawrence, 63 in Worcester, 62 in Sturbridge, 68 in Milford, 61 in Norwood, 66 in Taunton and Plymouth, 64 in Bedford and Falmouth, 65 in Chatham, 63 in Provincetown, 64 in Marshall's Vineyard, 61 in Nantucket, 63 in Providence, 67 in Wesley, 64 in Buckon, 70 in New York City, 69 in Islip, 67 in Montauk, 69 in Bridgeport, 66 in Raven, 61 in Denbury, 63 in Meriden and in Waterbury, 66 in Hartford, 65 in Winslow, 61 in Springfield, 64 in Greenfield, 63 in Athol, 62 in Northampton, 59 in Pittsfield, 65 in Albany, 62 in Glens Falls, 63 in Brentwood, Vermont, 62 in Bainton, 59 in Bradford, Vermont, 63 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 63 in Kent, Hampshire, 62 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 63 in Laconia, New Hampshire, 66 in Concord, New Hampshire, 61 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 67 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 66 in Portland, New Hampshire, 63 up in Portland, Maine. Here, take a look at the surface map. It shows cold front from eastern Utah stretching down Colorado and Mexico, and then equivalent up to Texas, merging with a stage front with low pressure from the Texas Panhandle all the way through Missouri, down through Indiana, down through the Virginias, merging with a cold front for the Virginias, all the way out to sea with a warm front, way out to sea with a low pressure right here off the Virginia coast. There, high pressure up in Wyoming, UP and Michigan, up in the Lake Huron, and up in the Canadian Maritimes. Here at a front line from North Central California, down for Central California, and another front line from Southern Nevada, down for southeastern portion of California. Here, and we got a front line down from Mexico. Here, and high pressure to the Gulf of Mexico. It's 68 degrees out in Detroit, 63 in Pittsburgh, it's 77 out in Washington, D.C., 80 in Atlanta, 78 in Miami, Florida, 85 in Brownsville, Texas, 91 in Dallas, Texas, 81 in Kansas City, Missouri, and Omaha, Nebraska, 69 in Chicago, Illinois, 68 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 93 in Great Falls, Montana, 83 in Seattle, 66 in San Francisco, 71 in Los Angeles, 108 in Las Vegas and Phoenix, 102 in Salt Lake City, 84 in Denver, 90 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here, all right, let's take a look at this radar situation around the country here. And radar loop, and it shows some spotty rain showers around Laconia and Meredith, New Hampshire. Some spotty rain showers around the central White Mountains, New Hampshire. Some spotty rain showers around Montpelier, Vermont here, and some patchy rain showers around Rumford, Maine, and northwest of Auburn, Maine, and up in the Fiber, Maine here. And seeing spotty rain showers around mid-coast Maine, and spotty rain showers around northwest of St. John, New Brunswick, and spotty rain showers in the southwestern portions of New Brunswick here. And looking at radar around the country shows rain showers and storms from western Quebec down for northeastern and north central Ontario, down for central UP, Michigan, and down for northeastern and northwestern portion of Wisconsin here. And a lot of rain showers and storms from eastern Minnesota down for eastern Illinois, down for northwestern and north central portion of Wisconsin, down for southern Wisconsin here. Some line of rain showers and storms from eastern Ohio, from western Pennsylvania, down for western Virginia, and then down for Tennessee here. And spotty showers and storms from western Mississippi down for the north central Louisiana. And a line of rain showers and storms from southwestern Arkansas down for southern Oklahoma and down for eastern Texas here. Rain showers and storms from central portion of Texas and stretching it up to New Mexico, Arizona, up into western Utah, up into Nevada. And some spotty rain showers around Idaho, down for northwestern Wyoming, and down for western and central portions of Montana, and down for British Columbia, down for southern Alberta, down for southern Saskatchewan, and down for the northwestern portions of North Dakota Air. And looking at the satellite loop here, and it shows a line of clouds up and down the Atlantic seaboard and down from Florida Air. Now, line of clouds from Central New York, down for the Appalachians, down for Eastern Kentucky and Tennessee. Line of clouds from Central Mississippi down for Louisiana, down for Texas, and up in Oklahoma Air. And a line of clouds from the Four Corner region stretching up into Northern Nevada, and up into southeastern Oregon, up into Idaho, up for Wyoming. And stretching up Montana, up into British Columbia, Alberta, up in Saskatchewan, up in the western portion of North Dakota Air. And line of clouds from southeastern Minnesota down for Iowa, stretching to northwestern Illinois, and up into Wisconsin, and up into Ontario, and up into Quebec here. Alright, let's take a look at what is going on in the tropics here. Nothing brewing in the Atlantic, and nothing brewing in the Eastern Pacific here. Alright, let's take a look at Guess we ran the region here. Warmer temperatures moving and Tuesday ahead of an approaching cold front. This front will bring in showers and scattered thunderstorms very late Tuesday night and Wednesday with some more showers and storms possible Thursday as the front stalls. And New England front pressure suffered at the coast Friday with weak high pressure bringing mainly dry and seasonable weather throughout the weekend. Light showers from earlier this evening are dissipated and still have scattered areas at highs, driving cumulus clouds with some serious for good measure. Light stuff to the southwest winds are becoming established and will likely persist. Throughout the overnight, no major change in the previous forecast, but did tweak temperatures from now on into Tuesday morning and reflected observed trends. Here, looking at the weather notes here. Temperatures climbing in the 70s and normal high should be 80 degrees here. And it'll be dew points 90 upper 50s to low 60s. Overnight lows 56 to 61 degrees. Expected tomorrow's highs 73, 83 in the southeast Massachusetts and Rhode Island. And 75, 80 for Boston Points northwest. And expected best chance with isolated chance of showers. Storms in the afternoon north and west of Boston here. And beach forecast. Water temperature 56, 59 degrees to Salisbury to Chatham. 58 to 64 degrees for the Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket and the Rhode Island coast seas 1 to 3 feet Salisbury to Chatham, which is low rip currents 2 to 4 Misquamish and Nantucket, which means moderate whip currents here, and UV index 9 out of 10. Alright, 7-day forecast will goes like this here. Overnight, patchwork after 3 a.m. wise. Forecast got about 57 degrees. Southwest about 5 miles coming to midnight here. Tuesday, patchwork before 7 a.m. wise. Most sides got about 81 degrees. Coming becoming Saffron and 5 to 8 miles by in the afternoon here. Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms may after 5 a.m. wide areas. Fog after 5 a.m. wise. Most got about 51 degrees. Southward about 6 miles an hour. Becoming coming to midnight. Chance of 30% with the lower end 61 degrees. Wednesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9 a.m. Then it's like possibly a thunderstorm between 9 a.m. and 4 a.m. Then chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4 p.m. Areas of fog before 9 a.m. wise. Clouds got have at 77 degrees. Southward about 5 to 9 miles by just base to 70%. New rainfall amounts between 40 and 50 inches possible. With that, slight chance of showers at thunderstorms before 9 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Mostly clouds got around 63 degrees. Southwest with about 5 to 8 miles coming to midnight. Chance precipitation is 30%. Thursday, slight chance of showers and a chance of showers thunderstorms through no rise. Pot Sunday, most clouds got about 70 to about 61 degrees. Chance precipitation is 30%. And for Friday, pot Sunday, most clouds got about 75 to about 60 degrees. For Independence Day on Saturday, pot Sunday, most clouds got about 76 to about 62 degrees. Sunday, most Sunday pot clouds got about 81 to about 61 degrees. And for Monday, pot size got about 79 degrees. Here's weather phrase on the night. A chance of a mostly sunny day on Tuesday and Bear with you. Have a good night. We'll get back to you. See you tomorrow morning. More important. Good night. See you tomorrow morning.